If you are about to put all this work into ranking a website, first ask yourself if the website is really worthy of a first page ranking. I mean, if the site looks like it was built in 1997, you might struggle to get on the first page just a bit. You've taken the opportunity already to look at your competition so you know it is ranking in the top spots. So use this information and make a better looking and more informative site. Give Google a reason to make your website number one. And that's actually where I like to start looking for inspiration when I start designing a site. I want to know what I'm up against. Looking at the competition will also give me a good idea of what features are being used on the different sites, what images are on the different sites, what layout is being used, what information is being provided, so I can look at how I can stand out from each competitor. I can look at their designs. How can I make a better design? How can I provide better information? How can I do a better call to action? How can I make sure my website stands out when my competitors are looking at my competitors as well as my own, and then deciding who they're going to contact first? So I recommend going through the first page, even going beyond that. Go to second, third, fourth, heck, even the 10th page. Sometimes the websites that aren't ranking have put a lot of work into their website, but they just didn't do anything SEO-wise. Doesn't mean they don't have a great website with some great ideas that you can use for inspiration. So of course you certainly do not want to take any of the images, you don't want to copy the website, but it might just give you some good ideas of information to include or what you might want to include on your website to stand out. Now let's say you don't see anything too inspiring on the first page for your main keywords, which can happen. Try searches in other areas. For example, since this is a smaller area, I might not see a lot of inspiration. I might not see some great websites. So maybe I can target a larger city that might be more competitive, so websites really have to stand out. This might give me some more inspiration. So I can click through to any of these websites here if I want. I can see how they stand out from any of the others if they do, but I am seeing some similarities. This one looks a bit different, makes it very easy for the customer to understand what to do, how things work. So again, get some ideas from your competition that's out there. I also asked the client to provide me 3 examples of websites they like. And this doesn't matter if the website is related to their niche at all, but this helps me to see the colors they like, the layout that they like, the fonts, the navigation, etc. Again, not so I can copy it, but this way I can design a website that the client is going to like, that they're going to be proud of, but also one that can accomplish their goals. Lastly, I turn to some theme websites like ThemeForest, for example. I can type in my niche and I can see if any particular websites come up. Now, nothing came up for that, so I can try landscaping. And there's some different templates here, so I can go in and I can see if there's anything that gives me a little bit of inspiration. If there's nothing for that particular niche, I can also just search for WordPress or Joomla or whatever I'd like, and I can go through some of the different websites as well, because you can always pull inspiration from websites that are not related to your niche. And lastly, you can also look at different website showcases. There are tons of them out there, and you can look through some of the newly submitted websites, some of the ones that are popular. You can also search for any in your particular category as well, and you can go through and see if anything jumps out at you as well. So there's a lot of great places that you can go just to grab some inspiration before you go ahead and start designing or redesigning a website, or even if you're just going to be making some smaller changes that can really help the conversion rate as you implement your SEO campaign.